Number 1 and 2, two World Cup wins. Which one is number 1? Which one is number 2? You ask my generation, we'll say, of course, it's an easy choice. You ask someone who's 20, 25 years old today, he said, what, are you nuts? But my number 2 is 2nd of April 2011. And I'll explain the reasons when I go down to number 1. But what a build-up it was. India playing at home, Tendulkar playing his 6th World Cup, but clearly playing his last World Cup. The big outpouring of emotion, Tendulkar playing on his home ground. It was almost as if everyone's saying, let's do it for Tendulkar, but there's a game to be won. And Sri Lanka bat beautifully to make 274. In a World Cup final, when you've got 270 on the board, you're about 60-40 ahead already. Even though, as we were to discover, the new Wankhede is a fantastic chasing ground, but we didn't know it as well then as we do now after all those IPL games. And guess what? 31 for 2. What were you doing when Tendulkar and Sehwag got out? Did you move? Were you all sitting on the edge of your seat? Did you think that this is going to be like Bradman's last innings, that Tendulkar's never going to win a World Cup? And then the partnership starts. A young man slowly getting into big boots takes India up to 114, and then the drama begins. Yuvraj Singh has had a fantastic World Cup. There's no doubt he's going to be the player of the series. Out comes Dhoni. He'd gone and spoken to Gary Kirsten and said, I think I should play. The reason is Muralidharan is playing. Murali is not the bowler he was, but he just said, there's a voice in me that said, Murali to Yuvraj, Murali will fancy himself, but I play Murali better. I think I should go and negate Murali here. I'll go at number 5. Gary Kirsten told me much later, he said, when Dhoni came and asked him, do you think I should go? He said he told himself, I was waiting for him to ask me that question. You can have different points of view. This is the story, but it's a great story. Dhoni goes out to bat and it is meant to be. This is a child of destiny. And Dhoni goes and wins it. That final 6 of Nuwan Kulasekara, and India erupted. It was just a fantastic time to be young and Indian. Tendulkar's in tears, everybody is in tears. And as I was sitting in my studio, I said, there's 3 things about this game that I'm going to remember. One of the finest World Cup hundreds will be forgotten. Mahela Jayawardena's century was, irrespective of which side you were supporting, one of the great hundreds you will see. Do you remember someone who got 97? Gautam Gambhir made 75 when India won the World T20. 97 in a World Cup final, in a run chase. It should not get buried. And gentlemen, ladies, you're watching this, do not let that innings get buried. But what do you say about the captain walking out and scoring 91 and finishing it in style? India winning the World Cup again, 2011, the whole country coming together. It just was one of the most beautiful moments. So it's still number 2 though for me, but a fantastic moment for India.